Today we are joined by Chef Laura Bonicelli. Good to see you.
Nice
Thanks for
job.
Yeah, did I say it with a little bit of flavor? Perfecto. Well, this is fantastic. I mean, everybody's kind of raving already about the way your pasta looks. We're going to get into that in a moment. But forgive me for not knowing that the farmers market had a designated chef.
Had no idea.
Yes. Well, my role at the market has been going on for over 10 years, and I do cooking demos and classes for them throughout the summer. This summer is a little lighter because they're about to approach some construction and they have a lot going on, but it's a wonderful place to be.
So people who are out there at the farmers market can shop and then get some tips.
Get some tips, watch some cooking demos, and we have an event coming up on the 25th. It's pasta making, and we'll be grilling vegetables and just showing people how they can use that beautiful bounty and put it with pasta and have it be a healthy part of their diet.
And it smells so fresh right now.
I mean, yeah,
Everything is
it
so
smells fresh. It looks fresh. It looks incredible. I mean, it looks authentic. I do want to ask you, because you're such a big proponent of the Mediterranean diet, for the people at home that maybe don't know the hows and the whys, but like, why do you love the Mediterranean diet, and what would you say about it to people that don't know anything about it?
Well, I started my podcast, which is Midwest Meets Mediterranean, because I feel in the Midwest it's kind of a lost thing.
Yeah.
But in short, it's basically a diet that's based on vegetables, fruits, and plant-based, and everything else is an accent mark.
Yeah.
So pasta has a place in it because you don't eat large portions, you eat reasonable portions.
Yeah.
And whenever you can, pair it with beautiful vegetables.
Yeah, and there, you are incorporating still some protein, though. Like, would you?
Of course, yes.
Yes, so there's a
Yes.
little bit of protein, but it's not like the main star of this diet.
No, and protein comes in different forms. So cheese is definitely allowed, but you just can't base your diet on carbs and fats and too much protein. So it really starts with the vegetables, and everything else becomes an accent mark.
Yeah, I love
Sounds beautiful and delicious.
I know. Okay, let's get into the pasta making, because everybody over here, well, you all have like a little bit of assignment, right?
you have to start, because
I have to start. This is the step by step.
Yes.
Okay.
So I gave you a start on fresh pesto, and that is basil from the Minneapolis Farmers Market and garlic from the Minneapolis Farmers Market. So you need to grind that first.
Okay, let's grind this up.
And the advantage of doing it this way is you're releasing the oils.
And the garlic's already in there.
The garlic's already in there. I give them a head start, because this takes some time.
Yeah.
So when you're comfortable, then start adding in the nuts, a little bit of salt. And once you get the texture where you want, then you can start with the cheese.
And some salt.
Oh, you look like a little Italian green.
I know. Look at
Can you smell that? Isn't it
I know.
amazing?
It smells wonderful. And what is the consistency I'm kind of going for?
That
once
is up to you. That's one of the reasons I love doing this. If you make this in a food processor, you have one choice.
That's true.
When you do it this way, you can have it as smooth or as chunky as you want it to be, depending on what you're serving it with.
So the idea is that this gets all just like smashed down, and then this gets incorporated into the pasta. Is that what
That's
the goal
right.
is?
This is the sauce.
Right. This is the sauce.
Okay.
In this case, because of the pasta, I put it on top.
Oh, yeah.
Because I wanted you to see the beautiful herbs inside of the pasta. But ordinarily, I would toss it.
Yeah. Okay, so I have the nuts in here, the salt, and then what is coming next? Then I do.
Well, more nuts. You're using everything.
I'm going to use everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when you're ready, a little bit more, you can start adding oil and cheese.
Okay.
Was that walnuts and pine nuts?
Walnuts and pine nuts, and I just love different combinations. And if you really want to jazz it up a little bit, you can toast them.
Yeah.
But pecans are wonderful, so you can do really kind of anything that you
Fun
want.
to see. I've only tried pine nuts with this, and I like the walnut idea.
Yeah, this is great. Okay, so we may not maybe get down to the exact consistency that you want. So let's just pretend that this is all good to go. And then how did you get the pasta prepared? What is in the pasta?
So the pasta is basically two ingredients. It is flour, which we use a 00 flour and a semolina flour, both from Italy. No additives, soft durum wheat. Very important that the ingredients are good. And then farm fresh eggs from the market, and that's all it is.
Okay, and I always ask for the people who are wondering, well, where do I get those two flours?
The flours you can get at Cosetta's.
Okay.
And the eggs you can get at the market anytime.
All right.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So to use these machines, they basically have rollers that go in as you go up in numbers, and that's how you roll your pasta.
Oh.
So I've given you a little head start. You want to get this into a nice rectangle.
Okay.
And these rollers are so fun.
So when you're making your initial batch, about how much dough can you make?
Initial batch is about 5 eggs, and that will feed about 6 people.
Okay.
Really?
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah, so and that's a couple hours of work if you're doing it this way. So
Yeah.
you have to slot the time out. So when you get it looking like this, Lindsay,
Yeah.
and you feel like it's about a 1/4 inch, then we can start putting it in the machine.
Okay, yeah, let's get her in the machine because I want
right.
to see this thing cranking out.
I know. I'm trying to make sure I got it thin enough.
And then you can, so you're basically just
You're-
going to roll
you're
this
done.
out, and then you can make it after you get it flattened out into any sort of shape
Any
that
sort
you
of thing.
want.
We're going to go ahead and cut it and put it on this so you can see that. This is my favorite thing, no matter
Yeah.
what okay, so into the machine, and you're going clockwise with the handle.
Okay. Oh, it grabs pretty fast.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you
it
have to
does.
reach out underneath and then grab. Okay.
And grab it.
Okay, that's just flattening it for us. Okay.
Okay.
So I always go through the first time twice, and then you start pulling this out and
This
going
is
up in
satisfying.
numbers. It is. It's really calming.
What did you go to?
We're going to go all the way up to 7.
Okay, so Laura, just for time purposes, we're gonna like kind of get this thing moving. Then you do all of that, you get it nice and flattened out, and then you put it out like this, and you can shape anything that you want. Everybody, I just want to say this is fantastic. It looks fresh. Please visit the farmers market, and please take this class for yourself. So if you want to get this recipe for yourself, sign up for one of Laura's upcoming classes. Just head over to TwinCitiesLive.com. We're going to post links to Laura's podcast there as well. We got more Twin Cities Live coming up your way.
This
Don't
is
go away.
satisfying.
Beautiful.
Wow.